right. Oh my god! Because they could have red carded to kill Jerry. Because right now, Jerry was the only vulnerable one. All the others had tough, so they were laughing. But Jerry was the only vulnerable one until now. I mean, this is looking okay. They've all got quick attack. They've all got fearsome. The only one who can defend is Twisted right now. This has worked out. This is how this deck is supposed to operate. Just look at how beautiful that is. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel with some more new cards for you. And let's face it, this is the deck that everyone has been wanting out of Gomez for a long time. Because everyone knows Gomez loves the Heimer. So this is the Adaptatron. Let's go. So the deck is called Adapt and Conquer because we are using the new card, which some people might have not even bothered to look at this card, but I definitely did. Well, I mean, if you go back to my reveal films, you'll actually learn that I actually read this card completely wrong to begin with. But the Adaptatron 3000, which is when you summon tech, which is all of Heimer's bots, by the way. Like Heimer's bots class as or turrets class as tech. So share keywords. Now, what the most important thing to know is it shares keywords, meaning that this unit becomes a backliner. Its whole purpose is to stay at the back, take keywords as keywords keep coming in, and then as new bots keep getting summoned, those keywords being shared. So if you get like the first bot out of Heimer, let's just quickly go. So let's go quickly down to Heimer. If you get the 0 cost bot, challenge, it stays with challenge. If you get the 2 cost bot, you're giving it tough, but if it's already got the challenge from this bot is also getting challenge. And then the further you go down the line, this would get a tough and challenge. Like, you can get and store so many things in the Adaptatron, but it's just a really funny deck, and it makes Production Surge a far more better card, because basically this card beforehand, it's only like, it was still okay, but let's face it, like, it wasn't the best, because the idea of it was obviously you wanted to play this with Heimer, because this would count towards his level up, basically, as well as the fact that if you had nothing on board, it could make you have a ball, but it's so RNG, you don't know what the hell you're going to get. But at least with this one, the RNG doesn't matter, because no matter what bots are created by this, as long as they're different bots with some keywords, like, the Adaptatron is giving those keywords to all of those units, and like, a kind of like, it's such a better use, right, of this card, and so it's also helping with Heimer. So I've actually made 2 versions of this deck. Now, I'm going to be showing you the Shadow Isles one today, because I feel the Shadow Isles one is better, but I did also make a Noxian version of this, because I wanted to have like Culling Strike, and I wanted to have, because at the end of the day, both of the decks are control decks. Their whole plan is to, like, using like Mystic Shot, damage spells, the box, Withering Wail, Vengeance. Like, its whole purpose is basically to stall out your opponent until either the Adaptatron can get enough keywords going for it, or you can have enough keywords on the board to share with everyone. There's also 1 copy of the Mimic in here, because yet again, it then means that all of those keywords can be given on to her, so that's at least like another way that you're getting around. So I did initially have 2 of these in the deck. I decided to get rid of it because I actually wanted to add 1 more copy of the box. The original concept actually had only 1 box, but I wanted to have 2 just because it just feels like sometimes it's needed, especially when people are throwing like the blades out continuously, or on the turn whereby they're going forward with the blades and all the sand soldiers. This feels nice. Obviously you've got Withering Wail to kind of help you with that as well, but having multiple boxes, I just feel it feels nice, right? So that is what we're running with. The plus side of the Noxian one, if I can find the Noxian one. The plus side of the Noxian one was the fact that it actually also ran Death Lotus, which yet again for the same thing, to remove all those 1 cost. I will put both deck codes down below, because also there was Scorched Earth that could deal with the daises, because let's face it, like, the main deck at the moment in time is Azir with Irelia. So this is the one that we're going to be seeing, but as I said, I will post both of them. I still think the Shadow Isles one is better, because the removal tools within Shadow Isles are a lot better, and especially when it comes to using Flash of Brilliance, there's better +6 cards in Shadow Isles than there are in Noxus. So that's the reason why I really like this. It's got a lot of nice things going for it, and then boom, the finisher is give it all to give everything to everyone. And I mean, the best part about the Adaptatron is when you use these 8-cost spells, just when you get that T-Rex out, which is just the giving all the keywords onto that 8-8 body or 9-9 body, depending on whether or not Heimer is leveled. It's just a really funny deck, and so please let me know what you think about this deck down in the comment section down below, as well as there is also the link to the shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. If you didn't know already, I do stream on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. These games will not be streamed live. This is just me recording on Friday, which is Friday afternoon. But if you want to catch what you said, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, there is also the Discord link down below where you can get yourself in. There is the tournament that is going to be going this weekend if you want to get your chance to win these Twisted Fate cards, as well as some small cash prizes and a prize for whoever comes with the memeiest lineup. Please feel free to join that. I'd love to see as many of you as possible, just for fun and banter's sake, more than anything else. But honestly, thank you all so much for watching. This channel would be nothing without you. So let's get in and see how this deck does in a couple of matchups. Okay, so we are working against Shadow Isles and Targon. Now, I'm normally used to, so is it going to be like a Nightfall deck, just with Zoe put in there for like fun and game's sake? I'm gonna remove the box for the time being. I'm gonna remove Vengeance. I'm gonna keep Flash of Brilliance. Whether or not I will regret these videos, I'm gonna keep the Ballistic Bot just because it's a really good help for a bit. See, we still get Flash of Brilliance. It's like Heimer knows what it's all about. I'm just gonna throw this out. You could always keep this back. Bear in mind, it's only a 1-cost unit, so therefore you could actually always keep this back. I've just decided to put it forward immediately, just so that I had something on the field in case I needed a defense against this kind of a deck. But to be fair, I'm most likely going to be leaving you on the back line, not letting any damage happen to you. Ooh, if my opponent's going to pass, I will also pass, because I want to save up my mana for the high, especially, I mean, this is looking very, so we're going to be giving Fearsome to you, definitely. Oh, the Invokes. I might have problems when it comes to the Invokes. Withering Well can deal with you, but so we're going to have full mana. I really want to go into turn 5 with full mana for Heimer, just so that he can get like halfway to his level up with both of these Flash of Brilliances. It's not, the problem is I don't know what these Invokes are going to be. That's what scares me, because all it takes is the right amount of Obliterates, and it kind of ruins the whole game strategy. So I'm going to hope that everything's going to be okay. It's not, but if I tell myself that, that every little thing is going to be alright, we might be okay. This deck just gets so improved by Heimer surviving. Like, the deck, we're throwing you out. We might see a meteor or comet or something. Just please, leave me be. Leave my sweet Danus alone. Yep, falling comet. Okay, right, so at least we can give... Yeah, the only plus side is that we can give Fearsome. Oh, and the Give It All is going to be very nice when we get there, but I need to get a big health unit right now. I could technically throw down Jerry Rig as well, but there's nothing... The 1-cost bot doesn't give you anything. That's the only problem. If I had a 2-cost spell, if I had a Mystic Shot right now, I would use Mystic Shot. Sadly, I don't. So we're just going to go building this. This is actually building up the Ballistic Bot, which is very nice when it comes to the attack stat, right? Because you need to remember that if we use this, we'll be giving everyone this health and attack stats. Actually, that's quite nice in the future. I'm going to go forward with you because it does mean getting rid of that lovely health stat. I mean, I guess actually, or do we wait? Because they would defend it. I feel like they'll just defend with this. I've got a Withering Well. I can feel somewhat secure about the situation, he says. Diane's coming out. Oh no, just a straight up elusive, that's fine. What I could do here is I could go for Brood Awakening. Like, the reason why we're going for Brood Awakening is it lets us go slightly wider on the field. Only slightly, but still wider on the field, and it means that this move later on down the line, like obviously Withering Well will be my main concern. Like, Withering Well from the opponent's side is my main concern, but until that comes down, this is actually a nice little board. They'll all have Fearsome. They'll all have a nice attack stat. The problem is that this could be massively countered. But I've got, like, you know, like, you got to look at this and look at my board stat and think, well, I've got nothing else right now, so I've kind of got to go for this. Everyone gets Augment as well, by the way, which means that if we use the Ignition, everyone goes up. I mean, we could have used the Ignition beforehand, but it means, like, you know, open yourself up. Please, just don't have Withering Well. Just don't have Withering Well. Let this go. Let this go. Let this go. Let it go. Let it go. Do, 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 do. Oh, come on, just let it go. Just let it go. Just start using Withering Well right now. Oh, yes, no, don't find it. Don't find it. Don't find it. Actually, Rabbit, that's the first time they've used that. So, okay. It's because they're using something. Oh, it's only because, I mean, why would they, oh, because they needed to get the stat up so that it would be able to trade with this. Oh, that's much upset. I mean, they still go up. They're still fearsome, which means that there's nothing on my, so, that's happened, but they still can't defend me. So, although they've removed the bigger attack stat, the fearsome and stat still remains, and they cannot defend this. They cannot defend me! We could have actually snuck in, I just want to point out, we could have actually snuck in a jerry-rig there, because obviously, because they'd removed, actually no, because we would have had to have waited, because it would just burn the jerry-rig. Ignore me. But it's okay. It's perfectly fine. We can get our opponent down just that little bit more. We run Mystic Shots in this deck, and this is, you know what? We're going to be okay. We're gonna be okay. Not the way that I expect this to go down. But oh my god! Oh, the cards, Yugi! So, half the cards, Yugi. My opponent physically cannot defend themselves right now. Shadow Mode to my opponent. We also did have a Withering Well that could have dealt with both Zoe and this. But Shadow Mode to my opponent. Yes! It works! Oh my god, somebody's actually put Time Wizard with Twisted Fate. It was only a matter of time. I love it. It was only a matter of time. Right, I'm gonna keep the Ballistic, but I'm gonna throw everything else. But I'm trying to find Heimer or Victor at this point. I'll take both. Now, Heimer's obviously the one who I want because I love Heimer! Science! But I'll take what I can get. So I want to be throwing down Ballistic Bot. Potentially, if I can get 2 Ballistic Bots down, that would be ideal. But I'll take what I can get. At least I've got things covered, and luckily enough, my opponent, although they're getting like a lot of draw, they're not really developing, so that is one positive, because I can now throw down the Ballistic Bot, at least buff both Ballistic Bots up right now. I really hope I top deck Heimer soon, because it's necessary. Because with this hand, especially with those 2 Flash of Brilliances, like, one Heimer can just like kick everything off. I mean, obviously the Adapter Bot is also what I want. Ooh, yo, wait. That does mean that Stag Shock becomes an option against this. So I could go forward with both of them. The option is there, but I'm actually just going to pass the turn. Yeah, again, this forces them into an immediate, they have to, if they want to trade, they have to immediately go forward. So, what that then allows me to do is then to go, ha! And throw that in, just so that unit dies. Obviously, Twisted Fate can drop this turn. Twisted Fate into red card to kill you. Oh, the Adapter Bot! Just need Heimer. I mean, actually, I do have a production surge. I want to wait and see whether or not we see Twisted come out of the opponent. I haven't got anything that I can do about Twisted this turn, but I just want to see whether or not we see him. Of course, red card. Ooh, yes. So, I would have 5 mana next turn. I could throw you out with the production surge and just see what happens. It would be a gamble. I'm actually going to wait to see if we top deck Heimer. So, I could throw you out and, as I said, get 5 costs, just see what the hell we get. I do still have Withering Well, like, because if we can get the if we get a 0 cost challenge bot, we might just get the full-on quick. We might just get the 1 quick attack. I'm hoping that we get tough and fearsome. Like, that would be what I would like to get, is the 2 cost and the 3 cost. So we get tough and fearsome. So this is just logged. That is what I would prefer. But obviously you don't get to choose. So if I would, it could just be. It could be just the 5 cost. We could get like 4 cost and a 1 cost. We could get like you could even get a 0 cost. Like, sometimes they throw in a 0 cost just randomly. Like, you never know what the hell you're gonna get, so you kind of have to hope. Go for the hope. Give me. Oh, it's so tough. Okay, everyone's got tough, which is nice, because that now means that Twisted Fate's red card really doesn't do anything about these. I go forward with these 2 just because it's very unlikely that they'll do anything about this. You would also go down, meaning that Withering Whale would become a problem for you. So I'm going to go forward. So now that means that Withering Whale becomes a problem for this. I do need to deal with this Twisted Fate, but... And also, by the way, his Time Bombs. The Time Bombs now do nothing. That's another thing to note. Oh, that's really well played. That is really well played. I can remove those. Part of me wants to see what I can get off of this. So spiders, it does mean I can go slightly wide on this field bit. Obviously, a Time Bomb would just instantly remove you. I am actually willing to go, just because I need draw right now, I'm willing to get rid of one of my boxes. Oh yes, a Heimer, my boy! So we can give everyone Fearsome. That is something to note here. If we throw Heimer out, we've got the Flash of Brilliance, we can give everyone Fearsome, which is a very nice thing to get. We can also give them Quick Attack if we were to use Withering Whale with this. Obviously, like I said, but like I said, the Time Bombs don't matter to the bots. The Time Bombs will slowly but surely erode Heimer, but I do need to do something before Twisted Levels. I do need to do something. So, I mean, I guess I said it'd be the red card doesn't matter. It'd be the cards after the red card. Vengeance, give me Vengeance. Come on, Flash of Brilliance, just give me Vengeance. I mean, admittedly, I said I will have to do other moves as well, but just give me Vengeance. As I said, right now, Time Bombs don't matter to my bots. Ooh, draw actually is not too bad. And actually, the 8-cost bot, having Fearsome and Tough. We could just throw down Jerry Rig as well. I mean, actually, no, we're giving Quick Attack, right? Obviously, Rite of Negation could come down. I just want to point that out, that Rite of Negation is a card. Obviously. Boom! Okay, so that now mean that those spell shields are down. And this one actually has Fearsome and Tough. Which just, I mean, this is actually, against this deck, what we're against, this is actually perfect, what we've got right now. And the ability to get the 8-cost, which will then just be like, you know, an 8/8 with Tough, Quick Attack, Fearsome. Depends on what else we can get. Like, I mean, if we could get the Overwhelm out with the box, obviously. Oh, come on, don't leave me here. This has all just got perfect for me, please. Please don't leave. We're seeing the Adapt bot in action. No, Heimer, no. I mean, it might be a little bit too late. The horse might have already bolted as we literally just, like, you know, give this Quick Attack and that. We leave you back. I wish that it shared it with all of them. If it shared with all tech, this would be... I mean, it'd probably be broken, let's face it. I want to go forward with both of these right now. Just because, like it's perfectly fine. We can throw down progress. Actually, you know what the comedy is? This should have probably hit you. Like, you're the bigger problem on this board. The fact that you're amassing stats, you are actually the biggest problem. So, I'm actually kind of lucky that they chose to grab... I mean, admittedly, obviously, grabbing Heimer is a big deal. It does mean that we lose, like, you know, a lot of our value maker. But it's the fact that literally it's like, maybe this would have been the one. It was more of a problem. another spell shield and spell. I mean, I guess these are dying anyway, so like it's more the spell shields for the champions that matters with that superstar. So Heimer takes some damage. It's also oh my god, I'll just get immediately another Heimer. So we can throw this out, get the bot, and then next turn we can throw another Heimer out as if nothing ever happened. So, oh my god, everything is coming up, Gomez. So this also means we can level. Oh, the dreams, my memes and dreams are coming true! It's literally boom, we can go. So the big T-Rex has come down with Quick Attack, Tough, and Fearsome, and then we can give that to all the other bots. Also, Heimer is now leveled. We've got another Heimer in the hand. We've got like it's now not tradable by anyone. If they would have gone for an open, like an immediate open, they could have actually traded Heimer off before we could have played this bot, but it's perfectly fine. Obviously, Twisted levels, okay, but Twisted might level, but if everyone If everyone has... Oh, crap. I mean, this now does mean they can kill Heimer. I do apologize. I should point out that they can now kill Heimer. But it's okay. We've got another Heimer in hand. And the fact that we're going to be throwing this out is the main, like, yes.
Looks like trouble.
So, looks like trouble. It is trouble. And trouble is coming for me in stuns. But also, you've got to stun all the 8-8s. Oh, the 8-8s with quick, by the way, tough quick, so, as at the time bombs, so they level! Time wizard! But, is it going to be too late? That's the question. So I could burst speed Jerry. I could burst speed Jerry into, even the fact that we could give, you know what, we'll go with burst speed, like 0 cost Jerry into this. Obviously, Rite of Negation. Rite of Negation is a thing. But the opportunity for this is too good. Obviously, they could still kill Jet. Like if they haven't got a right. Oh my God! Because they could have red carded to kill Jerry. Because right now Jerry was the only vulnerable one. All the others had tough, so they were laughing. But Jerry was the only vulnerable one until now. I mean, this is looking okay. They've all got quick attack. They've all got fearsome. The only one who can defend is Twisted right now. This is worked out. This is how this deck is supposed to operate. Just look at how beautiful that is. That's fine. You have done your job today, my friend. You have done your job today. You have given everyone everything that was needed. Immediately go forward. I mean, not just you, everyone. So they can still stun one of these, but honestly, Shenamot to my opponent. There's very little that they can do. So they can stun one, they can throw Twisted in front of another. We've got a Mystic Shot as well. This is all the little tiny moves. Shenamot to my opponent. Really well played. Thank you for allowing us to see the glory. Oh my God, that actually would have been an amazing move, by the way. That is something to point out. That would have actually been an amazing move because they could have blocked and then he would have come back even bigger than he was before, bigger, stronger, faster, and like Twisted Fate, that's like one of his main things, like how weak he is, but bringing him back. But honestly, Shenamot, the Adaptatron, you are the great victor of us all. Oh, I love it. But I do love what my opponent was doing there, so Shenamot to them and GG, I actually want to see that deck. It's a really good deck, right? The amount of shot, if we can give everyone tough, like if we can get the Adapt bot up to tough level, it does mean that all of Misfortune's bullets mean 0. It does still mean that obviously if they're running Taskmaster in this deck, that they can get the blades up to do damage to us, but until that point the blades won't actually be doing damage once we get tough. It's just all this hinges on is giving this bot tough. I'm actually gonna wait on this one because it's only 1 cost. You can literally throw this out whenever, and so I'd rather wait until is the right time. And also I'm saving up mana. If we see Misfortune drop, like we could always box on like next turn. So I'm willing to, if they're gonna pass, I'm willing to pass. I'm just waiting for the right possible moment. So I could consider throwing down the Adaptatron now, just because I've got very little else and box is still an option. That's the reason why I am somewhat okay with it. They've not got much so this deck could be running Bone Skewer. I'm hoping it's not, but it could be. Which obviously means if they throw down Misfortune, so Fortune favors the bow. To the Shadow Realm with you. Do not have Bone Skewer on me right now. Yes! Okay, so Misfortune goes to the graveyard. So I'm not worrying about that right now. Not that I will have to worry about it whenever I get tough. Like I said, a second that we get tough, we're laughing. But it's getting to that point. So we can drop down Victor and start giving some keywords. I need Heimer. I need Heimer with my Mystic Shot, okay? Heimer Mystic Shot is what it's all about. We could actually... I'm going to keep the option for Mystic... I could use Pyro Cannon. I could use Pyro Cannon or I could use Mystic Shot. I wanted to see whether or not they were going to get Blades involved in this. They ended up not getting Blades involved. I want to leave one Mystic Shot, at least, like, for Irelia. But this could be denied, by the way. Or not. So top deck Heimer, heart of the cards. No matter what, let the game begin. Come on. Top deck Heimer, come on. Just heart of the cards, Yugi. Yugi. believe in the heart of the cards. That's not right. I mean, it is still I mean, technically, I guess it's Heimer's spell. It was close, but not close enough. I'm gonna throw down Victor. Victor. This does actually leave this as being an option as well, right? For potentially. So we want to wait until they try to recall this. Of course they would do it not for a spell. I was hoping for the recall spell. Ingenious. We can cover elusive, by the way. That's one of the reasons why we've got a copy of Pro Cannon, is it allows us to cover elusive. You know what? That's fine. For a spell which keeps getting made at the start. You know what? There is other spells. There's other spells I'd be far more scared if you notified. I will accept that. Oh, is it worthwhile throwing this at Misfortune for the potential of, like, we do have a Mystic Shot, but for the potential of drawing that next turn to do 2 damage is what my point is. Like, is it worth the gamble of hoping? We could even throw Victor forward into this, because the choices are they either, yeah, they're not going to sacrifice their Misfortune, but they might have sacrificed their Conspirator. That's why I was oh my god! Oh, the card! We might see, like, they've already used 1 Notify. I'm willing to take that 2 damage. I've got a Mystic Shot, so we might see they've already used 1 Notify. They might end up regretting their decision of Notify, so might see another one. That's what they've just top decked as well. They could do a recall on her. That's another thing to note, is they could recall her. Ooh, the switcheroo! I could consider a Mystic Shot here. Like, the fact that to, like, go around to try and find that. Obviously Irelia, but they've already used their attack move, so they wouldn't get, like... Irelia only works at the start of the round when you've got the attack token. Okay, so there's the other Notify. So, Misfortune lives for now. But we do have... So they denied the Mystic Shot, which means that the 3 damage is still in our deck that could be coming up, like, next turn or so. So that's actually fine with me. I need... You know what, I really want to do the draw move, but at the same point... I mean, actually, we could even go with going with this at some point in the near future. So the Blades could come out just to help. But she still is only on the first... Ooh, wait. That's quite big, isn't it? That's quite big. So now the Blades are all up in damage. Metal is perfection. I'll go with the Hex Core first, because I'm curious to see what the hell I get. But I'm looking at doing this move, because it means that we will definitely be drawing the 3 damage move. So... It's okay. It's okay. They could be getting closer and closer to the denies, which, as I said, it's a problem, but it's a problem which I will deal with when it comes to it. Oh yes, the ability of Poro botting on this right now, which means that we're getting a bigger board for potentially that move as well. That's a very nice thing. So I'm going to cover myself elusively. We could have also, I said, we could have thrown down the ballistic bot, but I wanted to cover myself elusively, just so that they know that we have this. So you've got Spell, Shield, and Overwhelm. They could do a switcheroo move. At this moment in time, nobody trades with Victor. I'm willing to go forward with him. Like, it means that he's taking a lot of damage, and obviously, like, that health stat. But if we were to use this, then he would get the free health stat. So I will be okay with that. We've got this to kill Misfortune. They've already used 2 of their Notifiers. Deny we don't. Oh my god, Heimer, and that means we get the tough bot, and then her shots mean fuck all. They could throw down Blades to start getting their student up. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. So throw Heimer out. Infinitely logical. Because we can defend ourselves against at least one of these elusives. We can defend against this. Obviously, this does mean that they're going to be dying, but I will accept. There could be a deny. Actually, I guess we want to defend ourselves against that damage. Let's be honest. Throw this down, and then throw down this. Now, obviously, they could deny. Right? I just want to point out that they've used some Notifiers. They've got 2 cards left in their hand. They could deny. Ooh, the straight up recall, which does mean that. But at least on the positive side, by the time that comes out, actually, no correction. We've lost our 2 costs, and we don't get the tough. We can give everyone Fearsome. It's not the best. It's not the best. It's not what I want. But I can give everyone Fearsome. That's a level up on Victor as well. Which actually means we can throw down the Poro. Because the Poro is a created unit. Which means that we can throw down this Poro for 0. Hexcore upgrade now costs nothing. It's not exactly what I needed, okay? Because obviously now they do still get a really powerful attack forward with these blades. I say a powerful attack forward. I can still cover it. It just means that they're getting the shot off with Misfortune. So I don't want to throw down Victor right now. Elusiveness, the fact that we could give everyone elusive at the moment is kind of a nice thing, but at the same point, I need to look at my health stat and realize that I kind of do need to... I need to defend where I can defend. If you can give me lifesteal... If you can give me lifesteal so that we can give everyone lifesteal, that would be good. This does also mean we're getting the challenge bot so that everything... I can start making things with challenge, which is important. So, boom. He has got lifesteal, which means that we now can give everyone, like, you know, a very nice... Obviously, blade problems aside, we throw down the ballistic bot. This now becomes a really good option. So my opponent wants to put... So, Deny. Deny is my biggest problem, but giving everyone lifesteal, challenge, and fearsome, which means the only person who can defend fearsomely is actually Misfortune. So, we'll throw you out, and then we go for this. Obviously, Deny. I said Deny. No! Oh, don't you? You're playing top tier, and you tell me you're not willing to accept glory? Shout out to my opponent. Truly remarkable. Okay, so now we're against the big ones. So I need to find my box or my withering whale or anything along those lines. I'll be happy with. Heimer. Actually, having the poor. Do I just keep this hand? You know, like you look at it and you just think, I love everything in this form, what I want to do, but on the matchup, I probably should be going for other options. I wish I had Jerry right now. I'll take 4 damage. I should not be so gung-ho with 4 damage, especially in this matchup, but I will be gung-ho with that damage. Ballistic bot into when we throw down, when we get the ignition, we could sacrifice it for some poros. I'm willing to, especially if they've got daises and whatnot, I just want to get rid of their board. If we top deck Withering Well right now, not that I'd be able to use it, but if we top deck Withering Well, I'll regret doing that trade. I'll go straight off with this. And I'm willing to also throw out a Ballistic Bot, just so I can defend myself against Sand Soldier. I guess we could also do some damage into Azir if we really wanted to, but I'm willing to keep it back for the time being. Might end up regretting that decision, but I end up keeping it back. And also just saving the mana as we get closer to Heimer. So I need to at least make sure, especially when I've got this, I need to just make sure that I'm keeping at least the mana that I need for what I want. This is going to be a very quick level up on Azir right now. Problems, but they're problems that I will have to deal with. We're going wide. It's okay, people. It's okay. Do not fret. Do not fret. We'll do a little tiny bit of damage into them. Send a message. So I could you know, like, look at this. You just think, I could vengeance. But also, I guess it depends on how my opponent plays. If I see an Irelia drop. So we've basically got the level up on top of Azir. I mean, on the plus side, you're going to be dying. Unless they've got... The only reason I can... Actually, no. Wait. The only reason why I can think that they would do... Actually, what am I doing? I should go forward by elusives. What am I doing? I don't know what's going on in my head right now. I should go forward by elusives. I've been a fool. I was going to say, like, I was thinking, like, right of calling. But I would accept... Like, it would have only been 2 damage. I can accept losing 2 damage right now. Leave it. As we throw down Heimer. Infinitely logical! Was it, Heimer? Was it? So, the blades come out, but we do, so the only positives here are that we can at least, so the blades go forward, this goes forward, we can throw down Jerry in front, I am willing to accept losing 1 of you, and the question is whether, I'm not willing to accept losing Heimer. But I do have the ability of at least getting these. So we do have bots that can cover, like, you know, a little bit. It's okay, people. It's okay. I could have thrown Heimer, but I feel like there's certain moves they could have that would be devastating. I'm not willing to accept that they could be a thing. We could have also thrown down Production Surge, right? So Production Surge are options. I'll take the damage coming off of the blade. Production surge are options for going like a potentially slightly wider, but I will throw this down. Throw this down. Don't worry, Heimer, we'll get you there, my friend. So this could actually, so we might see a swapperoo move, right? We might see the old swapperoo, which could be expected. I'm willing to accept losing both my ballistic bots right now. They might be a swap move, as I say. Or just a straight up recall, that's fine. They can recall him and put him back onto the field. But at least, as long as there's still someone who can threaten his stat line, I'm actually okay with this. We've also still got a vengeance as well. I'm quite okay with this. I will go with full spell mana. So I could throw down some ignitions, but I'm not going to. Oh, that's actually a really, not many people play that in that deck. It's actually interesting to see that, because obviously it does make sense with the amount of things that are attacking forward. You basically reduce that down to 0 very quickly. Withering Well, very important for this matchup. Withering Well is very important to me for this matchup. So I could do Production Surge. It would level Heimer, but also this would level Heimer as well. And it means that I'm not using as much mana. So I will accept this. Could have gone for you, but right now I've not got many targets. Potential deny. That's what I mean. Like, any denies that we can get out to allow Withering Well or Vengeance through, I will accept. And now we can go for the Production Surge move. We could also go for it, but I feel like, actually, how close are you to leveling? I'll go with the Ignition. I'll go with the Ignition bot. Mostly because also that's now Victor leveled, but okay. They want to make sure we can't go wide. Okay, as much as this pains me, it just means that I have the ability to go slightly wide on this field. Obviously, I wish I had the Adaptatron right now. I wish I had the Adaptatron, but I will accept this. I've still got a defense that can go into Azir as well. It's like straight up Vengeance Azir. My opponent is down on reach. Oh, where were you last turn? Greater things await. So we do this move. I'm willing to wait to see, because I want to force out more of their hand before. Like, although I can straight up Vengeance, their hand is oh, straight up recall. They come to recall. Now, this does take a deny. This does take a deny, which means they cannot do it. It's not no by action. So their resources are down as well, people. Their resources are down. As now we level up Heimer. Heimer is now leveled. And the ballistic bot admittedly said that's only a barrier, so that one doesn't matter to the adapt bot, because the barrier is useless. But other moves right now, my opponent is down on resources. We do still have a Withering Well. We've got a box. The Adaptatron comes out. I mean, we could just like start. You know what? I'm just gonna, you know, just do the little hits. Start getting this up. Start to threaten my opponent by having a big ass ball. Oh my god! The fact that that's forcing out a Notify means that their hand is very small. With big boys. We're against the big boys, people. Against the big boys, and we are actually looking like mighty fine right now. We take them down to 1. We could actually, I guess we should have maybe put somebody else out onto this field of play as well, just to threaten lethal, because we do have a barrage. Look, literally, like, no matter what they play, Irelia comes out. It gives them the duet move. The duet move is there, but look at this. Look at this lovely move that we've got here. Like, part of me's considering, do I want to do the barrage first? Just to, oh, we do even have a Withering Well. Because this is a slow speed that I wouldn't be able to like do in any other way, whereas this is like fast speed. So if they deny, I basically want to see whether or not that last card is deny. So right. Still, I don't really want the 7 cost. The comment is I don't want the 7 cost bot, right? It's the last bot that I want, but they immediately go forward like this. We then send this out just so that we can get the quick attack bot. So boom. Gives us the quick attack bot that goes into the... I mean, this is... You know what? We've actually... What can they do? What can they do? They can blade dance on us again. But now, like, the health stat of both of these units, especially as at the tough, going in here, start to give quick attack across the board. This is, you know, you know what? This has actually worked out insanely well against this deck as we now go, yep, share the vote to my opponent. Really well played, top tier now. Hasn't got nothing on Heimer and the Adaptatron 3000. So that is the Adapt and Conquer deck. As you can see, really, like, it can do amazing things, like, you know, especially if you draw well. Its removal capabilities are very nice in terms of, like, you know, like the fact like Mystic Shot can deal with a lot of your problems. Vengeance, the fact that the Flash of Brilliance can give you more removal tools from Shadow Isles, which is why I feel the Shadow Isles version is better than the Noxian version. But it's up to you. So I will put the deck code for both the Noxian version and the Shadow Isles version for you guys to decide. But let me know down in the comment section down below what you think of this deck. And I'm just so happy that I've made an Adaptatron. There will be probably more decks that I make with Heimer and Adaptabot. Like, I'm not dumb with, like, I love Heimer so much that Adaptatron is always coming with him. Like, it's too good of a move not to. So really good card. Thank you, Riot, for printing it. So it said, like, a Discord link down below, as well as the link to the Twitch if you want to get involved. In that Discord, there is the tournament next month where you can get your hands on these lovely Twisted Fate cards if you win, as well as a couple of small cash prizes and a special prize for whoever comes to the memeiest live. I would love to see you guys there. Just, it's more for comedy and banter's sake, like, in terms of this tournament, for a bit of fun. It's free to enter and whatnot. So if you have any questions, please ask me on the Discord or just in the comments down below. And just thank you so much for watching. So this channel is nothing without you guys. All the comments, the likes, the subscribes. I said I do have an end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers on Twitch and YouTube, and YouTube is doing so well, and like it allows me to do these kind of crazy creations. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Until next time, bye. From Flash of Brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay, is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.